Hello, it's John here again from Prokraft. Today we're going to be looking at a new project kit that we've got. It's called a brass snuff spoon kit, and hopefully the camera will pick that up so you can see it. Why, I hear you ask, have we bought and do we sell snuff spoon kits? Very good question, and one I'm afraid I can't answer just off the top of my head. But what we have found from using these is that, as well as being a snuff spoon kit or a small snuff box kit, they can also be used as a keyring kit, a secret compartment kit, or just a decorative hanging piece. But they are, as you will see from the parts when I bring them up to the camera in a moment, I'm not sure quite whether the camera's going to pick that up, but they are made of solid brass, apart from the little steel ring. The spoon, the insert section and the top section are all solid brass. So the way we've actually done this kit, I'll explain, we're going to show you a little bit later on, is to actually turn a project, and we're actually going to use one of these sections, the section with the thread in the equivalent of a bushing in the project. Now you couldn't do it on many other projects because they're coated in gold or chrome and they'd come off, but because these are solid brass, it can be put onto the project, turned, sanded, polished, all in place. So effectively you're actually using the project kit like a bushing itself. So without further ado, I've got a scrap piece of sapele just on the other workbench. We'll get that mounted on the lathe and we'll show you how to turn the project. The drill bit is a 7mm drill bit. The spoon is just over 60mm long, so I'm going to drill into the blank 65mm. And we'll just check to fit. That will be a nice tight fit. Probably won't need gluing. Check the depth of the hole. Mark on the wood where the hole comes to, leaving a couple of millimeters extra. We have to make sure that when we finish the project, that we finish it that side of the line, not that side of the line, otherwise we'll have a hole all the way through. We're now going to remove this, turn it round and remount it back in the chuck. It's important to make sure that the project is centered. there's our mark for where the end must come to, at least that far, but in actual fact we'll probably finish it off around about there. So I finished this end of the project with some wax and polished it up. I'm going to remove it from the chuck. I'm going to put my light pull drive in there and support at the other end. Right, so I've got my cup end on my tailstock and I've got my light pull drive in. As you can see, the brass section from the project kit fits quite nicely onto the light pull drive. So I'm actually going to insert it into the project, and we're actually going to turn to that size to make sure we get a nice tight fit. So there's the brass end in our project onto the light pull drive, and we'll bring our tailstock up to gently support that end and just lock that off, and we can now turn this project. So the project has been sanded and sealed, and we're just going to add a little bit of wax, and as hopefully you can see, because we've used the project kit as a bushing, we've got a perfect finish on that end. So there's the project all polished up, super finish on the end there, and we're just going to remove that from the lathe. And here's the top section with the spoon in, and that screws in like so, and there you have a finished project. Could be a snuff box kit, could be a secret compartment kit, or just something decorative to hang up from the small ring. So I hope that's been useful. If we can help further, just drop us an email. We're always happy to hear from you. Thanks very much for watching. Bye bye.